You know, I'm starting to think I should just move into this place. At this point, I'm keeping them in business.
You're single-handedly funding DaDa's pancake supply.
It's a responsibility I don't take lightly. So, what's your plan for today? Staying in? Taking it easy?
Well, I actually got invited to a cookout.
Nice. Who's hosting?
Rochelle, my neighbor.
Oh yeah? Didn't think you two really hung out much.
We don't, really. She just mentioned it in passing, said I should swing by.
She trying to set you up with somebody?
I don't think so. Pretty sure it's just the more, the merrier situation.
Well, hey, free food. Fireworks sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah, I guess. Wasn't really planning on doing much today, but it doesn't hurt to go.
See, now that's the spirit. And honestly, between the fireworks and the cookout crowd, something entertaining always happens.
I feel like you have stories.
Oh, absolutely. Last year, I saw two uncles get into an actual foot race over who could grill better.
Please tell me they were running with the tongs in hand.
Not only were they running with tongs, but one of them was still flipping a burger mid-stride. Commitment like that, you don't see that every day.
See, this is why I need to keep my expectations low. I just want to make it through the day without getting roped into something ridiculous.
Oh no, you will get roped into something. That's the unspoken rule of holiday cookouts. Whether it's being dragged into a debate about grilling techniques or getting pulled into some backyard game you didn't sign up for, it's gonna happen.
And you're saying this like it's a good thing?
I'm saying it like it's inevitable.
Not if I stay on the sidelines.
Yeah, okay. You say that now, but I guarantee before the night's over, you'll be standing there holding a plate, stuck in a conversation you can't escape.
We'll see.
I'll put money on it. Man, something about slow holiday mornings just hits different. No rush, no real plans, just good coffee and, a questionable amount of pancakes.
You sure that wasn't your plan all along?
How dare you imply I would structure my whole day around breakfast?
Because that's exactly what you did. What about you? Got any plans for today?
Might go by my cousin's house. He does the whole grill master thing, even though his food comes out looking like it survived a house fire.
Sounds appetizing.
Oh, it's legendary. His burgers, they crunch. The hot dogs, burnt to the core. The man has 2 grill settings, often flamethrower.
And yet, you still go.
It's about the experience, Scott. The journey. The thrill of watching someone absolutely ruin a perfectly good rack of ribs and still call it a family recipe.
So, basically, you're showing up for the entertainment value.
Exactly. Plus, my aunt makes a killer peach cobbler, and I can tolerate a lot of burnt food if it means getting to that.
Fair trade-off.
See, you get it. So, you stick with Rochelle's cookout. I'll endure the tragedy that is my cousin's grill, and we'll reconvene later to swap survival stories.
Sounds like a plan.
You look way too comfortable for a bus stop. You live here now?
I consider it more of a seasonal residence. Summers at the bus stop, winters at the diner. Keeps things fresh.
Smart. No property taxes.
Exactly. And you? Just passing through, or is this part of your grand 4th of July adventure?
Oh, you know, the usual. Observing the day's energy, rating the fireworks, avoiding the government drones.
Ah, classic holiday activities. What's your rating system like?
It's a complex system. I take into account the brightness, the noise-to-awe ratio, and the overall emotional impact. Also, bonus points if they make any of the pigeons rethink their life choices.
Pigeon panic is a solid metric.
Right? Last year, one of them practically flipped in midair. That was a 10 out of 10 moment.
I can respect that level of commitment. I personally judge fireworks based on their dramatic finale factor. If it doesn't feel like the end of a movie where the hero just saved the world, it's not good enough.
So you're saying every fireworks show should feel like the end of an action film?
Preferably one with a slow-motion explosion and a heroic silhouette.
Ambitious. I like it. So, is this rooftop rating system your main event tonight? Or do you have other big 4th of July plans?
I got invited to a cookout, but you know me, social settings require strategy.
Oh, of course. Wouldn't want to exhaust all your social energy in one go.
Exactly. I gotta pace myself.
Wise. Wouldn't want to use up your entire yearly conversation quota in one night.
See? You get it.
Well, wherever you end up, keep an eye out for the birds. They'll tell you which fireworks to pay attention to.
Noted. Fireworks by pigeon reaction. The most reliable system yet.
Alright, Carla, serious question. How festive are you feeling today? Are we fully embracing the holiday spirit? Or are we keeping it low-key?
I think you already know the answer to that.
You mean you're not out here looking for the nearest parade and flag the Met outfit?
I'll have you know I participated in a very patriotic breakfast this morning.
Let me guess, coffee and avagel?
With red jam. That counts.
Wow, I'm moved by your dedication.
Hey, I never said I was against the holiday. I'm just not the face paint and sparklers kind of person.
Good to know, because I was about to suggest matching 4th of July t-shirts.
If you ever make me wear anything with an eagle and fireworks on it, I'm ending our friendship.
Rude, I'd at least make sure it was a flattering color. Oh, hey, I almost forgot about this.
What?
Poetry night. One of my coworkers invited me, and I kinda told him I'd bring a friend.
You agreed to a poetry night?
I panicked. He was standing right there, all excited about it, and I didn't have the heart to say no. Plus, it actually sounds kinda interesting.
So now I'm the friend?
Obviously. Who else would I drag to a night of dramatic spoken word performances?
I don't know, Liz, I feel like this is a trap. What if it's 3 hours of people pouring their hearts out in rhyming couplets?
Then we suffer together. That's what friends are for.
You owe me for this.
I'll buy you a coffee that night. Bravery works, right?
Fine. But if someone starts snapping their fingers dramatically, I'm walking out.
You mean you're not prepared to appreciate the raw emotion of slam poetry?
Oh, I'll appreciate it. From a safe emotional distance.
Noted. So, that's our first plan locked in.
You know, if you two were really dedicated, you'd sign up to read something yourselves.
Nope.
Figured as much.
Alright, so poetry night is happening. But what about the rest of the day? Got any big 4th of July plans?
Nothing major. Just enjoying the day off. Keeping things simple.
So, no dangerous firework experiments or questionable barbecue decisions?
Exactly.
Well, I've got a friend hosting a small get-together later. Just food, good conversation, and watching fireworks from a safe, responsible distance. You in?
So, you're saying I get to avoid the chaotic firework crowd but still see them from afar?
Exactly.
You know, Lizzie, you may actually be onto something.
I'm always onto something.
All right, I'm in.
Now that's the spirit. Wait, what about your mystery train guy?
What about him?
Come on, you have to admit. If ever there was a perfect, romantic fireworks in the background kind of moment, it's today.
Lizzie, I don't even know if he's thinking about me.
So, it's a holiday. Maybe you'll run into him again. Maybe I'll walk into this very cafe, and we'll have our own dramatic slow motion moment.
You've been watching too many movies.
Guilty as charriot.
May this 4th remind us that even quiet moments can carry sparks, and sometimes, the best kind of fireworks are the ones that light up inside us.
May your 4th be filled with moments that matter, sparks of laughter, and the kind of magic that lingers long after the fireworks fade.
Here's to the 4th. Good food, loud fireworks, and finding a little peace in the noise. Keep it simple, keep it solid, keep it you.
On this sparkling 4th, may your confidence glow, your laughter echo, and your boldest dreams light up the sky like the finale they are.
This 4th, may your sarcasm sparkle, your snacks be plentiful, and your joy explode louder than any firework trying to outdo you.
Happy Independence Day. Me and Mr. Whiskers hope your sparkles are loud and your snacks are crunchy.
On this glorious 4th, may your skies be painted with color, your hearts beat with joy, and your weirdness shine brighter than any firework in the sky.
Good evening, and happy 4th of July from all of us here at QuickTune Gallery News. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Paul. And today, we're stepping away from the usual twists and slow burn tension to bring you something a little more laid back, and honestly, a little refreshing.
That's right. Life in a Transit gave us a charming holiday special titled A Day Like This, where instead of dramatic plot moves or missed connections, we simply got to sit with the characters, see how they're spending their 4th of July.
And first up, we dropped into DaDa's diner for a classic breakfast hangout with Scott and Steve. Coffee, pancakes, and of course, The age-old tradition of poking fun at each other.
Scott revealed he got invited to a cookout by none other than his neighbor Rochelle. And while he acted like it wasn't a big deal, you could tell this was a little out of his comfort zone.
Steve wasn't too surprised, though. I mean, Scott's quietly becoming the guy everyone wants to hang out with. Rachel, the barista from Poetry Night. What's next? An invite from Dottie?
Let's not give the writers ideas. But Steve definitely stole that scene with his grill master disaster story. I'm still laughing about the guy flipping a burger mid-foot race.
Uncles with tongs. It doesn't get more 4th of July than that.
From there, we cut to the always quirky duo, Delmore and Dottie, camped out at the bus stop and somehow turning a random chat into the most surprisingly deep conversation about fireworks we've ever heard.
And let's not forget the pigeon rating system. According to Dottie, if a firework makes a bird question its life decisions, you've got a winner.
She's not wrong. And Delmore? His end-of-the-world action movie firework standard? That's the kind of energy we want from our holiday finales.
They're weird, they're wonderful, and they work. I'd watch a spin-off of just those two reviewing fireworks from rooftops.
Honestly, same. Then we shifted gears to something a little calmer, Carla and Lizzie at the cafe. Iced coffees, good vibes, and the discovery of a flyer for Poetry Night.
That moment was so natural. Lizzie panics and agrees to go with a coworker, then immediately ropes Carla in. That's friendship.
And their back and forth was so real. Carla's dry humor, Lizzie's playful nudging, it felt like watching two friends actually catch up. No dramatic twists, just comfort.
And of course, we got another quiet nod to the mystery train guy. Lizzie's not letting that one go. And neither are we.
Well, we didn't get any major movement on that storyline today, but this episode wasn't about the next chapter, it was about the in-between moments. And those moments matter.
And the way it ended? Beautiful. Each character stepping up in front of a sky full of fireworks, delivering a short, heartfelt message, right as the bursts of color lit up behind them.
It was like watching their personalities shine just as brightly as the fireworks. Quick, honest, and perfectly them.
It was a reminder that even if the plot slows down, the characters don't stop growing. They're living, breathing, evolving, and we're along for the ride.
So, what's next for life in a transit? We don't know for sure, but we have a feeling these small holiday moments might ripple into something bigger.
Maybe the Poetry Night turns into a new spark. Maybe Scott finally finds a little clarity. Maybe Dottie finally gets that pigeon to make eye contact.
Whatever happens, you can bet we'll be here to break it all down.
But for now, we're just grateful for an episode that reminded us to pause, breathe, and appreciate a day like this.
And before we go, from all of us here at QuickTune Gallery News,
we hope your 4th of July is full of joy, laughter, and maybe even a few moments that make you stop and smile.
Whether you're with friends, family, or just enjoying the day your own way, we are wishing you a safe, fun, and meaningful holiday.
And now, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video
with someone who loves great characters and heartwarming stories.
We'll see you next time on
QuickTune Gallery News.